Asia is a vast continent and home to 2/3 of the world's population. I'm Julian Hanton, and I spent my childhood here and have been returning ever since. Becoming at one with the locals, I am on an exploration of the past, the present, and the future of the new Asia on the rise. These are Asian Times. On this Asian adventure, I visit Malaysia. I provoke a dangerous motorcycle gang.
Do a wheelie! Wheelie!
Look into the underworld of Indian street gangs. I take a look at the animal kingdom of Borneo, from cats to orangutans. I try to get to the bottom of headhunting.
Hello. No.
And I look at tattoos before making a fool of myself in Penang. Literally meaning muddy river in Malay, Kuala Lumpur has grown from a small, sleepy Chinese tin mining village to a bustling metropolis of around 6.5 million people. On previous visits through KL, I have found it difficult to explore beyond just shopping, so this time I was looking for some local late-night excitement. A couple of KL locals drove me to the outskirts of the city for a midnight rendezvous with a gang of Malay motorcyclists looking to race each other on the streets. Chi Ho told me that in recent times these cyclists, known as rampets, have become involved in anti-social behaviour.
If you want to talk about how the word rumpit sounds, it basically means ramp it.
Ramp it, okay.
Ramp your motorcycles, ramp it.
And what did like your average person in Malaysia think?
I think
of
average person, they would approach it with caution because they're known for the the bad things that they do, the violent behaviour. They're volatile. They like to smash cars up, snatch your wallets and stuff like that.
Really? Should I fear them?
Yeah, you should. I mean, especially getting your car trashed up and stuff like that.
Is this them?
That's right. That's them.
This is them.
That's them.
They look like children.
Yeah.
My fear is just that you're hiding.
Yeah.
You're afraid of them.
That's it.
At first glance, they didn't look scary at all.
Should we follow them?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Come on, let's go.
I don't want to lose them. I'll just use your car as a shield.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is the rumpet something that they would like to be called?
Maybe not.
No. Okay. Is it like a negative thing to call them a rumpet?
I mean, probably some of them are proud to be rumpets, They want to grow up becoming rumpets, They start off with their bicycles right outside their house, 4 wheels to...
I approach the bikers cautiously, trying to win them over with praise.
Whose is this bike? I like this one. I like the stickers. Can I sit on it? You like a gang?
Yeah.
You just ride around together?
Yeah, actually, we go a lot of places.
Are you dangerous?
No, not really.
Not really. Are you guys rumpets?
No.
Not rumpets. You know this word, rumpet?
No.
It's a good word?
No.
Is it not a good word? What's a rumpet then?
Something like people who don't work and sometimes they do bad things, they do robbery, snatching things. Most of us are working in some good company.
You work for companies, but the rumpets are unemployed.
Yeah. Mostly.
Lazy bums, the rumpets. So people sometimes think you may be the rumpets, but you're not.
Yeah.
My rampant hunt was getting closer.
Just going round and round in circles like goldfish. They are not dangerous.
I was expecting more stunts.
Do a wheelie! Wheelie!
We couldn't find anyone, so Chi Ho showed me some footage of what usually goes down.
So they're like balancing on one foot on the back of the bike. That's pretty impressive. I can't even ride a bike, really, let alone do a double team.
A sinister-looking gang turned up, but they turned out to be friendly and also have jobs. They were just here for fun. So I ventured into the shadows where I could hear a gang lurking, racing a different kind of bike.
me. Hello. I like your little bikes. You want me to try?
Oh, you can.
How do I do it? I can't drive a big bike. How do you drive it? Yeah, it's quite hard to turn, isn't it? Do I look cool on the motorcycle?
Okay.
They didn't seem to want to snatch my wallet as everyone had warned me, and I was reminded again about how I've always found Kuala Lumpur to be a well-behaved city compared to many others in Asia. More of a public nuisance than a violent gang, they seem to be the perfect gang for a pretty tame city. Malays make up 65% of Kuala Lumpur, the Chinese 25%, and Indians make up the least, at only 10%. Just north of the city lies the 400-million-year-old Batu Caves, one of the most popular Hindu shrines outside India.
It's very religious. There's a beautiful air about it. I remember it being very quiet and peaceful. I do love it. Look at these gods, that's my favourite group, that one. Oh, nearly there. Nearly there.
Annoying little monkeys were everywhere.
Not a big monkey fan. Hello. You're finding it difficult?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's kind of steep.
It's very steep. Too steep.
Rising almost 100 metres above the ground, the limestone caves have been a holy place for worship for Hindus since 1890.
Which god is this?
It's a god of intellect.
Ah, brilliant.
Brilliant, brilliant.
So if I come here, it makes me more intelligent.
More intelligent.
Yes.
Many Malaysian Indians are descended from those who migrated during the British colonisation of Malaya. However, Indians have been present on the Malayan archipelago since the 11th century. So I visited a notorious Indian ghetto and met with an actor who recently played a notorious Indian gangster called Snake Raja.
Have you heard of Gang Ular?
Yes,
You know the leader.
yes. Snake Raja.
Gangster Mata, Rise of Mutusame.
The movie is basically sort of paying homage to the whole Indian 80s movie, very grindhouse effect. A lot of those Indian movies already have a gangster feel to it. But we decided to really fluff it up and make it full of humor because we don't have bad influence to the people anyway.
A hero.
When you are ready, you must destroy Snake Raja.
Will rise.
Do you really think you can challenge me?
Anytime, anywhere, Snake Raja. If you want, I can fight you right now.
I am the most powerful.
The ghetto seemed pretty friendly, but it was crowded with families who had been there for generations.
These are supposed to be the temporary settlements for Indians, and they were supposed to be relocated somewhere else. But about 40 plus years, they're still here.
Oliver told me that Indians are the underclass in multicultural Malaysia.
You always hear this, yeah, Malaysia's a multicultural society, and they always say it this way. with the Malays, the Chinese and the Indians, because there's sort of a status quo with that.
Yes.
30% of Indians that are in Malaysia have a jail record, prison record.
30%.
Each group has a stereotypical criminal role that they play out, with Malays taking out petty theft.
Like snatch thieves, for example, the stereotype with mud rumpits is they snatch bags. Indians chop and kill. Chinese loan sharks.
Okay, so you got the bad end of the stick then. I mean, snatching bags is pretty pathetic. Chopping and killing is quite something.
Although the violence in the movie is comical, I wanted to see how tough the neighbourhood actually was. I spoke with an older lady who made money collecting stray golf balls from the resort next door.
Do you have any naughty children?
Naughty children ada? Ada banyak. Yeah, they do have naughty children.
You have one naughty children? Oh dear.
An inquisitive neighbour came over and told us the full story.
He has a naughty child.
I think it's 6 of them.
6 of them, yeah. And one of them is not so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll
One's
have to
the
help
drug
her.
addicts. And yeah, and another 2 of them, they're not working.
What's the community like? Is it safe and friendly?
I don't think it's safe and friendly.
What's the local gang's name?
083621, yeah.
083621.
I mean,
That's 3 different 0836.
yeah, 08
okay,
is the gang,
0836 and 21.
okay.
Okay.
Not more than 3.
So it was like a phone number. I'm from 974-125.
As soon as it was pointed out to me, I could see the gang signs everywhere.
Why do you think that they join these gangs?
they're not educated and no one's guiding them actually. So they think, oh, okay, they are youngsters, so they want to try something new. So they just get involved in it.
And how young do they start getting the children into the gangs?
I think 12.
So like a little bit older than these guys?
Yeah.
Watch out. Gangs are bad. Are you doing well at school?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're doing well?
Yes.
You? Not so well.
Named after the city's central brick-making district, Brickfields is now a small residential neighbourhood, and it is known locally today as KL's Little India. I got a dodgy stomach coming here for puri last time, but I remember it being so good that I was willing to give it another try. Brickfields has a totally different vibe than the rest of KL.
Yeah, it's like a modern, rich India. I quite like it. It reminds me a lot of India, apart from the neon signs, the lack of people, the cleanliness, the lack of disgusting smell. Yeah, other than that. Hello. You're selling bubble gum, yes? Yeah, everyone's happy and yeah, I like it.
My stomach rejoicing in having survived this street food excursion, I was reminded again that Indian food in Malaysia in many ways rivals that of India itself. Just a few blocks from Little India is Le Méridien, Kuala Lumpur, and it's one of the finest contemporary hotels in the area. Hotels in Kuala Lumpur can range from cheap and cheerful to some of the worst I have ever stayed in. Luxurious and affordable, Le Méridien is one of the best I've come across so far. It also boasts the city's largest free-form swimming pool, 120 metres, and has a very laid-back water slide. At the heart of Kuala Lumpur is an area which never sleeps.
It's more like the made in Chinatown. Everything's fake. Fake Gucci, fake Hugo Boss, fake chestnuts. Ooh, they smell. Ooh.
Chinatown is pretty much an open-air haggler's paradise, with cheap food in the air and cheap bargains all around.
What do you have here? How much is one fake Amiga?
This is 220.
220. And I'll take this one for 100.
180.
This is fake gold, yeah? 120. 140. 140, okay. Oh, I didn't think you'd accept that. So how long will it last me? 1 year, half a year, 1 month, a day? Breaks tomorrow?
Life guarantee, no problem.
From you?
Yes.
So I come back here and... It would usually cost me 25,000 ringgit.
Original.
Today it cost me 140, 30 US. Great, thank you. Does it look masculine? Yeah, looks good, yeah?
It lasted until I left the city, thus costing me $5 per day. I had saved so much of my budget, I decided for my last night in KL to splash out on dinner in style. The latest and most iconic rooftop destination in the city is Marini's on 57, located on the 57th floor of Petronas 3. Boasting the best Italian food in all of KL, while you enjoy the dazzling city skyline.
Can't wait to upload this to Facebook. Upload.
I immediately got 37 likes and lots of jealousy.
Some truffle? Oh, yes, please. I love that truffle. Very Italian. Yeah.
After unparalleled food, complemented by unparalleled views of the towers, I was invited to join the owner in his exceptional cigar and whiskey lounge.
This is my, you call it my jewel, my
This
little
is the
jewel.
jewel.
Yeah, my jewel. Yeah. This will be hard to beat. Yeah. And there are some locations that you see, you don't know what to do with it. When I see the location, I say, okay, I know exactly what to do. They give it to me. Usually, whenever you open a new restaurant, you say, okay, the next will be better. To do better than this will be quite difficult for me. This, I think, this for me will be quite difficult.
Sophisticated venues like Marini's, with the best views in town, really helped to elevate Kuala Lumpur as a classic luxury destination, rivaling the rest of the Asian region. I shall return. I flew to Borneo and Kuching, the capital and the largest city in the East Malaysian state of Sarawak. Once the capital of the White Rajas of Sarawak, it now has a population of around 600,000. Kuching is small enough to walk around, but interesting enough to keep you there for several days. And it's a great base for exploring the state. But with the rain set in, all I really wanted was my hotel. I found the Batik Boutique Hotel a friendly place that reminded me of the personal service that you just don't get in the larger 5 stars. So friendly, I spent the first hour getting advice on what to do and planned my stay. The name of the city, Kuching, is thought to derive from the Malay word meaning cat. Many of the locals refer to Kuching as Cat City.
Oh, my cat would be proud. This is probably the best cat museum in the city.
There is an urban legend as to how Kuching got the name Cat City. It revolves around Operation Cat Drop, which says that during the Second World War, the US military parachuted thousands of cats into the city to clean up the rat problem.
Like a horror film, these things. Faces have all been squished up. Looks like they've just taxidermied roadkill. Pretty nasty looking.
After a while, I was a bit over looking at cats, especially as the internet seems to be the new home for that. I'd heard about a cat lady living in a Chinese suburb of Kuching. Expecting a stereotypical mad cat lady in a dingy-looking apartment, I instead found a gargantuous mansion guarded by dozens of dogs.
It looks suspiciously like a dog lady's house.
I made a break through a dog clearing to introduce myself.
My name is Julian.
Oh, this is a kitty.
Mrs. Kitty, lots of dogs.
Yeah, lots.
How many dogs do you have?
We have 40 or 50.
40 or 50?
Yeah.
With my fear of dogs, it was like a nightmare.
Oh, it's a very violent one.
Kitty told me that being a predominantly Muslim country means for some reason Malaysians are more cat lovers than dogs. A big part of her day is separating them.
Only the friendly dog is cat up here.
Only the friendly dogs are allowed. They're the unfriendly ones.
To the cat.
They don't like the
They
cats.
like to chase the cat.
Do they?
Even the friendly dogs didn't seem all that friendly.
This is the cat room.
Yes.
You've got puppies as well.
All those are the abandoned cats.
And you take them all in?
I foster them until they're older enough for adoption. So we're open for adoption.
What does your husband think about all your cats?
Fortunately, he's quite support me doing all those things.
Yes.
Do request a lot of, money.
Yes,
so,
must cost quite a lot. Yeah.
So luckily, my husband fully supported me.
Oh, great.
Mr. Kitty returned from work to tell me about his run-in with another cat lover.
3 years ago, we discovered that a couple of cats were missing after a few days, and subsequently, another 2 went missing over the following week or so. So then Kitty chanced upon this python, which is about 4.5 meters long.
Whoa.
And maybe about that big.
Maybe thicker in some places.
Kitty and her cats were amazing, but the animal that most people come here to see is the orangutan. At the Semengoth Wildlife Centre, you can have a personal encounter as they swing by to collect their food from the rangers daily. But encounters come with strict warnings.
Always keep your distance from the primates. Be at least 5 metres away from them, especially when they're on the ground. Quite vicious creatures, actually. This one here is called Hot Mama. Apparently it attacked a ranger, bit his finger off, gave him 20 stitches. A bit worried about them.
I strayed off the path to look around myself, but I was pretty soon shut down by a ranger, who shared the gory details of the latest attack by the very orangutan I had just seen against his fellow ranger. Just to make sure I understood, he showed me the photos. Later that day, I decided to take a stroll around Kuching. I was told that many women are leaving village life behind to come and work in the city. At Tenoti House, some learn and practice the ancient art of Sarawak songket weaving, abandoned 2 generations before them. I'd heard about a village of the Badayu tribe which was abandoned except for one old lady living alongside some headhunted skulls. I decided to visit her and was advised to bring a gift.
Can I have some pork? 20 ringgits worth. For 2 old ladies, this is. You think old ladies would like it? It's a good amount of meat for 20 ringgit. And also I'll have 2 chicken legs for the old ladies. Thank you.
It was an hour's drive outside Kuching, and then another hour's hike up a mountain.
Probably haven't had meat for a while, being way up here in the mountains. Hope they don't go, oh, you should have got us lamb. We want some mutton.
I found the isolation and wildlife a little disconcerting.
Way too many steps. I think that I'd have about 8 steps to my house, not 8,000. Oh, God, I hope this is the end. It's been over an hour so far. The track that never ends to the village in the clouds.
I finally arrived. As expected in a ghost village, there weren't many signs of life, except, of course, for a cat. Wandering abandoned house after abandoned house, I finally found one with a chimney smoking.
I think they might be up there, actually. I think I heard someone.
It was a long wait before someone eventually answered my knocks.
Hello? No. I have some barbecued pork.
The pork offering seemed to have worked.
Do you like barbecued pork?
Yes.
And chicken. There we go.
Just finished my...
Oh, you've just finished your lunch. Oh, you don't want it?
Things were not going so smoothly.
It's a nice place to live?
Not really.
Not really.
I decided to forego the small talk and cut straight to the point of my visit.
And you have, like, skulls here in a house? Skulls? Bones? Like, head?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Can I have a look?
Yes.
In here? And around?
No, in the small hut.
The small hut? Oh, my goodness. Skeletons. Old heads, yeah?
Keep it, yeah.
Many years old.
100 years.
100-year-old heads, wow. They're from headhunters?
Maybe.
Maybe.
She wasn't being that forthcoming about her tribe's headhunting past. She invited me in for a coffee, and I had one more chance to talk to her.
It's a lovely house. You don't know who they are?
No.
No. From another tribe, perhaps?
Maybe, yeah. Got 1 or 2 or something.
Maybe a ban.
That's why we don't want to talk about it now.
Even after 100 years, some things were still too taboo to talk about. She did share with me that they use the spirit skulls.
If you wish a good thing, just say that.
You can pray to the spirit and get a good thing.
A house fire had once engulfed a village home, but after praying to the skulls for help, the rains came and put out the fire. I said goodbye, feeling very sad for her, that she was living in the village all by herself with only the old spirits to keep her company. The skulls up in the village that I had just seen were almost certainly from a rival Iban tribe. I visited Robin of Borneo Headhunters Tattoo to learn more about his ancestors' headhunting culture.
We were warring tribes, you know. I mean, even within the Ibans, we war among each other, yeah. There was no really such thing as races, just control of a certain area, you know. If you're taking a skull of a really great warrior, the greater the warrior, the more souls you can attain from each head. So the bigger the name, your name in the warrior world, yeah, your head is much sought for. But definitely all the skulls are used as trophies.
The Ibans' head-hunting days are long gone, but tattooing is still practiced.
Historically, for Ibans, the tattoos are like a diary of their lives. Yeah? It symbolizes the achievement. Also, it symbolizes the status of a person and what they've learned during their berjalai journey. So, in short, the more tattoos a person have, the more experienced a person is.
Robin is sought after all over the world, having tattooed celebrities such as Robbie Williams, with traditional Iban tattoos with meaning and not just for fashion.
Personally, I get my tattoos to mark each and every part of my life where I've done something which I feel I deserve to get these tattoos, yeah. And of course, as a mark on your body, and then the process of getting the tattoo, it involves pain. Pain is always a very good reminder of a certain point in your life, yeah?
The first and most common tattoo for an Iban to receive is on the shoulder. It is of an eggplant flower with a tadpole intestine, which represents new life.
Here you have the eggplant flowers, and it's done in the shoulders. It's normally in the old days as the first tattoos, yeah, before Iban individual leaves his home, yeah, to mark the beginning of their berjalai journey, yeah.
Tattooing is starting to become far more popular with young Iban.
The younger Iban generation these days get tattoos probably just because of being attached to their roots, and they want a sense of what they call a mark that they come from the Iban tribe, or probably fashionable.
With many Iban migrating from their villages, there are over 70,000 living in Kuching today. I was invited to an urban house party. The Iban have the most fearsome reputation as the strongest warring tribe in ancient times. I wanted to see what they were like today.
Oh, this must be it. The Iban party. Hello, Mr. Julian. Hello, good to meet you. Thank you for inviting me to your party.
Yeah, I'm not too good to speak English.
That's all right, I'm not good with English either.
Yeah.
I was immediately shown the guest of honour seat in their small lounge.
Hello, I'm Julian. Hello. I don't think I'd remember all of your names. There are a lot of you there.
Yeah.
So all the ladies sit there?
Yes.
And the men over this side?
As a guest of honour, I was allowed to be served first.
Oh, it looks good. Right, now you guys can eat. But later on, really? You're all going to watch me eat?
Yes.
That is tradition, to watch me eat.
Very good. I could eat 1,000 of them.
Yes.
Fortunately, it wasn't too long before everyone else was allowed to join me, including the women and children.
You like the noodles, yeah? Is this you?
Yeah.
You have traditional tattoos?
Yeah.
Yes. All on the back as well, yeah? Oh, wow, very good. Wow. And this one on the neck, this is what does this one mean?
Okay, the go.
Manly tattoo. A manly tattoo? Yeah. These ones? Meaning?
Crab design.
Just a crab design.
Yeah, right.
And the woman? Sexy lady.
No name.
Sexy lady. Traditional?
Yeah. No.
Not traditional. You just wanted a sexy lady, yeah?
Although increasingly urbanised, Iban today retain most of their traditional heritage and culture. I have never felt as welcomed into a home before than in Mr. Juga's. I had an early morning flight out of Borneo, but seeing as it was Saturday night, I asked directions to a local Iban-owned bar, which turned out to be the coolest in the city. Borneo was the highlight of my Malaysian trip so far, and I had only just touched the surface of what Sarawak, the least visited state, has to offer. It has unexplored charm and the promise of impenetrable jungle and mountain adventures. My last Malaysian adventure was the island of Penang. And looking to mix up my usual travel habits, I decided to stay at a family resort.
Yeah, quite nice. Oh, I hardly ever stay at resorts. This will be fun.
Resorts have a sort of cruise ship vibe to them.
A unique experience for the whole family. Goodness.
There seemed to be quite a few people here, in the same boat as me at least. But I had found the perfect place to relax my weary travelling bones after Borneo and get into the spirit of things first thing tomorrow. A morning of scoping revealed a heavy representation of guests at both ends of the age spectrum.
I'm possibly a little old for this, but I'll give it a go. Shoes off, yes?
I'm not a huge fan of lots of children in the way when I'm travelling, and for good reason. Nevertheless, I was eager to be a role model of an older, adventurous traveller.
It's really dangerous. I can't believe little kids do this. It's quite full on. You're going to push me. Hang on, now I go. Oh my God. No, hang on, wait, I'll do it. Just come a little bit and then... Ah! It's dangerous. Not my cup of tea. Got a broken bottom. Oh, he's going to hit me. Is it common for a man my age to be in here?
Yeah, it's common.
It's common, okay. Oh well, I better go. I'm getting some strange looks from the parents.
Perhaps I'm more suited to the role model of an older, wiser traveller.
I don't know much about sandcastles, but I know a good one when I see one. So I'm all ready to be the judge. I woke up in a bit of a bad mood this morning, so I hope I don't make any rash decisions. This doesn't look like it's going to be particularly good. I was expecting big sandcastles. They look tiny. This is the sandcastle competition?
Yeah.
You do here.
Hope it's not finished. These two are getting quite a bit of help.
Yeah. Huh?
Quite primitive castles. I'm going to check out the one down the end there. This is a giant turtle. I think it needs to be a little bit bigger. And then you could win. I'm looking for big castles. I like the decorations of leaves. There'll be no leaves left on these trees after they're finished. Oh, thank you very much. Wow. She's trying to bribe me. Is that a bribe, is it? I'm a bit worried that I might make someone cry if they don't win. very good down the end there, but it looks like Dad's doing most of it. 1 minute. And stop. Shovels down. Round of applause. Woo! Now time for my judgment. Not a lot of architectural merit. Lots of decoration. And this is very good, actually. Daddy helped you? Yes, Daddy helped. Yes, yeah. Okay. Well, this one bribed me. This is number 1. And this is number 2. And this one is 3. Doesn't look too happy. You still get a prize. Congratulations. This is huge. You happy for that? You can't even carry it. Not even a handshake.
I left the safe conclave of the resort's buffet lunch to instead dine on the streets of Georgetown.
Wow, I think I've over-ordered on the chestnuts. A lot of chestnuts for one man, yeah?
Yeah.
Thank you. It's a kg of chestnuts I just bought. Hello, would you like a chestnut? 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 No. Would you like a chestnut? They're very delicious. I have too many. Okay. No one wants my chestnuts. Just have to eat the lot.
The sights and smells are overwhelmingly delicious here.
Fresh chicken, fresh flame, long cooking time over open coals.
Originally part of a sultanate, Penang was a British possession in 1786, and as a result, immigration was greatly encouraged. It was mainly Chinese traders who made Penang their base. An incredibly diverse range of Buddhist temples are now the major cultural drawcard for the island.
I don't know what they are. It's got a G-string on as well. It's horrible.
It had been a while since I had received a Buddhist blessing, especially in a temple this beautiful. I felt like it was my lucky day.
Hello. Blessing? Yes.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Bhavatu sabba mingada nakantu sabba devata. Mate bunturaya sukhidika yuga bhava. Vivadana dilesa nesa uddha pasayino. Sadharo dhamma vedanti. Ayuwano sukham balam.
Thank you. Very peaceful.
But it was not to be my lucky day in any way.
Oh, shoes have gone. Where are they? That's a bit brilliant. It's not very Buddhist. Someone stole my shoes.
Really?
At the Buddhist temple. They weren't that special, they're old shoes.
I was livid in a peaceful setting. I set out to tell the police what they needed to do.
You put up a sign, watch your shoes. Yeah. Market?
Yeah.
Sandals? Over there. Okay, thank you.
But I decided to hold out on buying any more footwear until I had visited my last destination. Built in the memory of the renowned Chinese monk Cho Su Kong, who gave shelter to the snakes of the jungle. When the temple was completed in 1850, snakes appeared miraculously on their own accord. In the past, Malaysia has always been on my list of the very safe, with not much going on countries. I fell short of telling people it was slightly boring and preferred to recommend it as a nice family destination. This journey I have changed my mind. It still feels safe and family friendly, of course, but I found KL to have a lot more edge to it than last time, with much higher standards of international restaurants. But my new favourite obsession with this part of Asia is Borneo, and this is the reason I'll return to Malaysia.